Most people build AI videos shot by shot. It takes forever. I found a faster way. Just one storyboard, one prompt, and Google Flow's agent mode does the rest. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I made this whole AI commercial without touching a single shot. But first, let me show you what I made.
You know, most people see a sofa. I see craftsmanship. Look at this stitching. Perfectly aligned, not one thread out of place. And this cushion has survived 3 seasons of my favorite show. Now this armrest, perfect height, perfect finish. And somehow, it's always the first seat everyone chooses. Look at this cushion. It always goes back to shape. Unlike me after lunch. The stitching, imported. The fabric, beautiful. The softness, life-changing. And if you look closely at this corner, isn't it beautiful? I don't know about all this. We live in a small house.
Sunshine Homes. We make your home so beautiful.
Honestly, I still look at it sometimes and think, good choice, Priya.
Before diving into the tutorial, if you'd like to support the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. Your support helps me bring more tutorials and AI workflows like this to the channel.
Alright, let's start from the beginning. Every project starts with an idea. For this project, I already had a simple concept. A woman who loves her sofa so much that she can't stop talking about it. Since the joke depends entirely on the sofa looking beautiful, I first needed a sofa that felt premium enough to become the star of the commercial. For that, I usually start with Pinterest. This time, I'm searching for modern sofa designs. After scrolling for a while, I found this sofa. I loved its shape, the clean design, the color palette, and the premium feel. It looked like the kind of sofa someone would proudly show off to everyone. This sofa became the visual foundation for the entire commercial. Now, let's move into ChatGPT. The first thing I'm doing is uploading that sofa reference image. Then I'll explain the commercial idea. I'm asking ChatGPT to write a premium yet funny commercial for Make Sunshine. The story starts with a woman proudly showing off every little detail of her sofa. Then, at the end, the camera reveals she's actually talking to her confused housemaid. Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. Honestly, the first draft was pretty good, but I wanted it to feel more premium and less like a comedy skit. The next step is creating our characters. A solid character sheet helps maintain consistency throughout every shot. So I'm asking ChatGPT to create detailed profiles for both characters. The lady is in a mid-35 age, dressed elegantly. Maid is in 45 age, wearing a red and green Combintayan sari in Maratha traditional style. Once those descriptions are ready, I'll ask ChatGPT to generate professional character sheets for both characters. Now, let's see what it has generated. The owner profile character sheet looks good. Now let's check with the maid profile character sheet. Perfect. The last asset I need before moving forward is a clean reference image of the location. Again, I'm asking ChatGPT to generate a modern premium living room inspired by the sofa reference. I want the living room to feel like it naturally belongs to that sofa while matching the characters we've already created. Now we have everything we need to start planning the commercial. The script, the characters, and the location. Now comes my favorite part of the entire workflow. Normally, this is where I'd start planning individual shots. But this time, I wanted to see if ChatGPT could handle that planning for me. So instead of asking for prompts, I'm asking it to transform the script into a storyboard. First, it breaks the commercial into individual scenes and shots. Then it generates a written shot list explaining exactly what's happening in every scene. Once that's ready, I ask it to create a visual storyboard using the script, the characters, and the location we've already generated around the sofa. Let's see what it comes up with. And honestly, this is probably my favorite part of the workflow, because this isn't just another AI-generated image. Every important shot is already planned. The framing, camera angles, character positions, and overall story flow are already mapped out. Before we move into Google Flow, there's one last thing I need, a master prompt. I'm asking ChatGPT to combine everything we've created so far into a single production blueprint. The script, character sheets, location, and Storyboard all become one detailed prompt for Google Flow. At this point, all the planning is finished. Now comes the real test. Can Google Flow's agent mode turn this blueprint into a finished commercial? Up until now, everything has been preparation. Everything was created to give the AI as much context as possible before generating a single frame. Normally, this is where I'd start writing prompts for every individual shot. But this time, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm uploading everything into Google Flow and letting Agent Mode figure out the rest. So, let's open Flow and create a new project. The first thing I'm uploading is the visual storyboard, the character sheets, and the sofa-inspired living room reference image. Then I'll paste in the master prompt that ChatGPT generated for us. There's one step here that's really important. At the end of the prompt, type the @ symbol. Flow will display all the images you've uploaded. Now I'm simply tagging each one. This tells the agent exactly which assets belong to the project. Finally, make sure Agent Mode is selected. Now it has generated a visual storyboard, but I don't actually need it. It generated this because in my previous video, I created a Pixar-style cartoon animation. While working on that project, I guided the agent to generate scene-by-scene storyboards. That's why it's automatically creating a visual storyboard here as well. In this case, I don't need a visual storyboard because we've already created one in ChatGPT. If you don't know how to enable Agent Mode, simply click here. If it's turned off, you'll see this option. Just select it. Now you can see that Agent Mode is activated. At this point, it's asking me to generate the entire video. However, I want to generate it scene by scene. So instead of generating the whole video at once, I'll first ask it to generate each shot individually. It has started generating the video, but it's generating multiple shots automatically. So don't worry if you see videos being generated in the background. I'll guide the agent not to generate any videos until I explicitly tell it to do so. First, I'll ask it to cancel all the videos that are currently being generated and wait for further instructions. Now, instead of generating all the shots at once, I'll tell it to generate only shot 1. This helps the agent understand exactly what we want and ensures it follows our workflow shot by shot rather than generating the entire commercial automatically. Until I tell it to generate the video, it won't start generating anything on its own. Instead, it will wait for our approval before generating each shot. Don't worry about this error. Sometimes it shows up due to technical glitches on the platform. Now, our shot 1 is ready, so let's take a look at it.
Welcome to my sofa.
The shot looks good, but I don't like this dialogue. If you want to change any dialogue, it's very simple. Just tell the agent to replace the original dialogue with your preferred version. The agent will then regenerate the shot using the new dialogue while keeping the rest of the scene intact. Now, let's take a look at the revised shot 1 with the updated dialogue.
You know, most people see a sofa. I see craftsmanship.
Perfect. This version works much better. Since I'm happy with the result, I'll now instruct the agent to generate all the remaining shots. Google Flow automatically generated prompts for every shot using the storyboard as its guide. That was the moment I realized this workflow might actually work because I never manually described any of these specific shots. Everything came directly from the storyboard, the reference images, and the master prompt. At this point, all the video generation is finished. Of course, not every generation comes out perfectly. Sometimes motion looks strange, objects change unexpectedly, or the camera behaves unpredictably. When that happens, I usually regenerate the shot instead of trying to fix it. If you only need small adjustments, it's usually faster to edit directly from the video page. I've found it's often faster to generate multiple variations and choose the strongest ones later. Once all the videos are generated, simply click on this icon to download the project. It's time to move into the editing phase. I'm importing all the generated clips and placing them onto the timeline. At this stage, I'm only focused on telling the story. I'm reviewing every scene, removing broken frames, choosing the strongest generations, and building the pacing of the commercial. This is where generating multiple variations becomes incredibly useful. Instead of forcing an imperfect shot to work, I can simply choose the version that fits best. Overall, I was genuinely happy with the final result. After a few final tweaks, the commercial was complete.
You know, most people see a sofa. I see craftsmanship. Look at this stitching. Perfectly aligned, not one thread out of place. And this cushion has survived 3 seasons of my favorite show. Now this armrest, perfect height, perfect finish. And somehow, it's always the first seat everyone chooses. Look at this cushion. It always goes back to shape. Unlike me after lunch. The stitching, imported. The fabric, beautiful. The softness, life-changing. And if you look closely at this corner, isn't it beautiful? I don't know about all this. We live in a small house.
Sunshine Homes. We make your home so beautiful.
Honestly, I still look at it sometimes and think, good choice, Priya.
This workflow isn't perfect yet, but I was genuinely surprised by how much Google Flow's agent mode could figure out when given the right preparation and context. A lot of work goes into testing these AI tools and sharing what actually works. If you found this video helpful, the best way to support the channel is by liking the video and subscribing. See you in the next video.